Welcome to Just Reviews with Breyanna
and Sakinah,
where we will have conversations that millennials and daughters typically do not have.
This was not always easy, believe me. It took a lot of love, self-healing, and growth for us to get to where we are today.
Welcome back to Just Reviews. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
So, on today's episode, we will be discussing what is a healthy friendship to you and what makes a friend for you.
I have a list, okay? So I'm going to run down my list real quick. I need honesty, trust, supportive, respectful, has integrity, reciprocity, reliable, compassionate, loyal, appreciative. There's too many. Non-judgmental, understanding, unconditional love, encouragement, accountability, compromise.
Where do you find a person with all of those qualities?
I'm not. You left? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That is a lie. Standards are high now. They're not what they used to be.
And there's nothing wrong with your standards, beyond
everything that I would be to someone. But thanks to my last relationship, I had all of that. You're not gonna always get all of it, but shit, I'm aiming high. So for you, what do you feel are good qualities that you look for in your friendships?
I want somebody who's honest, genuine, respectful. They consider me. Consideration, yes. Compromise, because we're not gonna always agree. So a compromise is good for me. Reliable. I don't want nobody who's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and they don't do it, because no. Positive energy, of course, and loyalty.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people lack loyalty these days. They're not loyal to nobody. Nobody at all. So my next question is, personally, I look for me and a friend. So do you believe birds of a feather flock together?
A lot of times, yeah. Because you're sharing the same energy a lot of times in the same space. So when you're doing that, a lot of times you kind of feed off one another, and unknowingly, sometimes you end up doing the same type of things.
Okay. I agree. I definitely agree. Question is, do you feel every friendship plays a different position in your life? And what I mean by that, for example, depending on what you may experience in life at the time, depends on what friends you seek advice from or decide to tell.
Yeah. Each friendship is always different. I've had some friendships that only served me amount of time, whether I was going through something, someone might have been going through something too. We helped one another get through those situations, and then the friendship kind of faded out. So I've had a lot of friendships that's faded out, but they were friendships that I needed at the
that
times
moment, yeah.
that I was going through whatever I was going through, whether it was happy moments or sad moments.
So you do feel that different friendships serve different purposes?
Yes, for me they have. How about you?
I do, because like you know who to go to with certain things. Like you may have a friend that holds you more accountable, or you could just talk to and cry and they won't say anything. Like I feel like every friend is different. But I'm not a friend person. A lot of friends that I have for a while. Because I just don't use the word friend loosely. They are a reflection of me, if that makes sense. Like a lot of times I could go to my friends, all of them, about the same thing. They're all gonna hold me accountable. They're all gonna tell me, hey, no, you're wrong, Breyanna. I feel like I have a good group of friends. When I need them, they're all there.
And that's good. So with your friendships, many of them are like your major ones from like childhood.
Yeah.
So do you think that played a part in your friendship, like being able to live in one place for an extended amount of time to build friendships so that they can last?
Yes and no. Because I also have friendships that I had for a long time and we're no longer friends. Because when you grow in life, you sometimes outgrow people and things that you used to be.
Yeah.
So that friendship no longer serves you as an individual. So I won't say being spending so much time together as kids made us stay friends. Any relationship, you have to work on it.
Yeah.
So, for instance, me and my best friend have been best friends since kindergarten. If I said something to hurt her feelings or vice versa, we'll communicate that to one another so we can see how to move on from there. Not too long ago, she texted me and she asked me like, "Hey, is there anything I could do to be a better friend for you?"
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I had asked you that because for me, I wasn't a military child, but my mother moved around almost like I was a military kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't stay put anywhere for too long. So I think that affects how I handle friendships, because how do you stay in touch with people when you're young, and you're moving across the country, St. Thomas, California to New York, So
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I strongly believe that from a young age, moving around so much has impacted how I handle relationships because I'm not clingy to where I be, and it doesn't mean you have to be clingy to want a friend,
Yeah.
but I'll be like, like
I
I've
feel it like
kind of
that too
grown to be
though.
like my own friend, which is a little different.
I hold my friends so close to me. And like I said, I'm not a friend person. So the
Yeah,
people that I do call my friend, if they do something like I had one incident where we were friends and we've been friends since freshman year of high school. He got a girlfriend eventually. She did not like him being my friend. And one thing about me, I'm very understanding. Like I understand some people don't like their
yeah,
partner being friends with the opposite
yeah.
sex. And then it's not like I'm ugly, so it's a little, you know,
So do you feel like you intimidate?
oh, most definitely. But if I call you my friend, you're just my friend. There's no line to be crossed. There's no in the middle. Let's dabble here a little bit and come back. No, you're just my friend. So with that situation, we was friends for years, and one day I saw that I was just blocked on everything. So eventually I got in contact with him, and he said, "I outgrown you."
Okay.
And when I tell you, I cried. That broke my heart. Like, because like I said, I don't have any friends. I don't.
Yeah.
So for you to tell me you outgrew me, like you didn't give me no explanation. Like he didn't need nothing else after that. Like I outgrew you. But come to find out, a year or two later, we rekindled. We're still friends now,
Okay.
but he told me what the real reason was, and he said he gave me the like I outgrew you because he had nothing else to say. Like he
That was
couldn't
kind of
really.
mean,
It
though.
was very
You
mean. Like
know.
he hurt my feelings. Like, but now I think I'm in a place where like if somebody say, "Oh, I outgrew you," or "We're not friends," all right, bye. Like that's just where I'm at now. But I think before like don't get me wrong, I cherish my friendships, but like
Yeah.
I cherished them. Like it was a different kind of love. Like because like even back then, me and you weren't close, and those are the only people that I could really depend on. So
Yeah.
for you to just tell me you outgrew me with no
No explanation.
nothing, it was nothing. So I feel like now, like we're in a good space. We've been good for a couple years now. But since then, I could say like, in the back of my mind, I'm still like, okay, what you get another relationship and what's gonna happen, or like it's still a feeling there. Like don't get me wrong, I forgave him because we won't be friends today, but there's still a feeling. I felt betrayed.
Okay. So,
So
is there any way or anything that this person can do to make you no longer feel the way you feel?
I'm not sure because this person's in a relationship now. I'm still an issue in a sense, and we don't talk every day. It's
Okay.
not like I cross boundaries or vice versa. But it still gives me a little like PTSD. Like even though he said he's not going to allow another person to do that again, feel some kind of way. And I can't really pinpoint the exact emotion I feel toward it because
It's hurt.
Yeah, he made me cry.
Yeah,
Like, and I don't. It
girl.
don't take. It's not. You can't really make me cry. Like, I'm always laughing. I'm always bubbly. Like, but when you make me cry, it's a different kind of hurt. Like, you really hurt me.
I get it.
But let's move on to the next question.
I get it. You know, I had a friendship like that I value so much, and then one day we just weren't talking. I didn't know what happened,
Hmm.
and it can be hurtful. But today we're good.
Well, that's good. Sorry, I couldn't remember the password to this iPad. My next question is: do you, as a person, want your friends to hold you accountable?
Yes, I would. I would, because if there's anything that I do that can be hurtful or anything that makes anyone feel any other way but good,
Mm-hmm.
express that to me. Hold me accountable, because I will want to know, because I'm the type of person, you tell me something, I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna do my best. I'm not gonna try.
I
I
will
will
too.
work to do my best
Mm-hmm.
to improve and fix it. That's just the type of friend I am, you know?
I'll definitely agree because first of all, I don't want no yes man. Like, don't always be your side with me. Like, tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm wrong, raw, uncut. Let me know,
Yeah.
so I can, as a person, reflect upon my actions and my decisions and fix them.
So have you had a friend ever have to come to you and tell you something to hold you accountable for anything?
Like, referring to what, like me being a bad friend or
Anything, yeah.
no,
No.
no,
Okay.
because like I told you, I cherish my friendships. Like, easy to talk to, so I always tell my friends, like, if I'm being a bad friend, you let me know. If I'm not
Okay.
being enough for you, let me know.
You are easy to talk to.
Thank
Like, for
you.
me, it's taken a long time, because we didn't always talk like this.
Yeah.
It took a long time for me to be able to have this type of relationship.
Do you look at me as your friend?
Now,
Like, even though I'm your daughter, but like, do you
well,
look
I
at
can
me as
say
your friend?
now, yeah, because I trust you.
Thank
You
you.
know,
This question is: do you feel there are any friendships that are no longer present in your life that you are interested in rekindling?
no,
Why?
I don't believe
Why?
I've lost anybody that I need to rekindle with.
Hmm.
Like, I have a lot of friendships, and they're not people that I talk to every day.
Okay.
We can talk different times, but we're still friends. Like, I don't have many friends that I could say are like that I'm super duper duper close with. Female friends or anything like that, trying to rekindle. I think I'm good with everybody. And if I'm not, and anybody's watching this, hit me up and let your girl know. Okay? Is there any rekindling that I need to do? Because if so, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I do, but I could be wrong.
I ain't rekindling nothing, and I don't care. I do
Yeah,
not
that's what I'm
care.
saying. I don't
I'm
have
not
anything that I
rekindling
feel like I
anything
need
with
to
anybody.
rekindle.
Like, I'm in a place in my life, like, yes, I forgive you, but I did not forget it because I'm a good friend. And if we fell out, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't because of me or
I hear
anything that
that.
I did. So I'm at a place, stand on what you did. Don't try to come rekindle nothing with me. We're good. Because once you showed me who you was, I'm gonna take you just for that. So I'm not in a rekindling, get to know you
Yeah, I
again.
don't.
I changed. No, I'm not. I'm not in that space in my life.
Sometimes I will say, sometimes people can change, because I'm no longer the person that I used to
Me
be.
neither.
I don't,
And I
I don't, I
understand that.
always was a good person,
Hmm.
but I'm no longer the person that I used to be. So I can say there is room for growth in people, and some people can change. I'm always, and that was always my problem. I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Oh, I changed, and then, oh, we'll
Me
see.
too. And they be
We'll
the
see.
same
And then
person.
they sure do. But yeah, I don't,
I believe people could change, but
yeah.
I'm okay. Change for the other people. Change for your new, prospering friendships, relationships, but don't come trying to double back over here.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not in a space to rekindle, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, if someone betrayed me, I'm good. I'm really good on that though, but yeah.
So that leads me to my next question. Do you have a
Oh,
story time of a
I'm
time
like,
a friend betrayed you?
whew, girl. Yes. Most of my friendships were my cousins. And yes, I was betrayed. There was a friendship that I valued,
What
you
happened?
know, very much. I'm gonna get into a
Okay,
girlfriend.
okay.
Okay, this is a bit much, you know, because I ain't planning on speaking about this, telling the world. But yeah, so me and this cousin was close from teenagers to adulthood, and yeah, she betrayed me. That shit hurt bad. I was able to talk to her about it recently, you know, and we had a discussion about it. But the betrayal was we both were married. I left New York to come to New Jersey and ended up living together, you know. And your father, he was still in the military. He wasn't home yet. I was pregnant with your brother when I moved out here. So it was fine. We all was living together in her apartment. And then your father came home. And there were just different little things that I noticed. Like when he come around, little things like, oh, Byron, you want to go with us out to the club? Like, hold up. Like, your husband is right there in the other room. You asking my husband to go to the club, but you ain't asked your husband to go to the club? Ultimate betrayal was she ended up sending her friend to the apartment because at this time she had moved out and I was left, you know, she turned over her apartment to me. She sent her friend to the apartment with a letter for your father.
Saying
And
what?
in the letter, she was telling him, oh, she cheated on you.
Okay.
Your baby might be her neighbor's
The
baby.
neighbor.
Then that's another story. And I guess because she thought that your brother looked like him or
But why would she do
something.
that? For
And
one,
oh,
cousin and friend, you know?
yeah, girl, I don't know. You know, because cousin and friend, you shouldn't have did that to me. Like,
There's a girl code
and of
now.
course, like you being my cousin and my friend, he's gonna believe that.
I would have believed it too.
Yeah, like, you know, he was overseas. So if I'm spending all my time with this person and he knows that I value this friendship, yeah, he's gonna believe all of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so he eventually tested paternity of my son, which definitely, you know what I'm saying. I don't get down like that. If yeah, I cheated on him
Okay.
because he cheated on me first,
Okay.
but
Cheat
that's a
back.
whole nother I guess,
Cheat first, you cheat worse.
girl. So, but I did in Brooklyn. I did mess around with my neighbor. We were
The name, so she
neighbors.
wasn't lying. She wasn't
No,
lying,
she
but
wasn't lying, but she mixed
she
all of
shouldn't
that
have
stuff
said anything.
together.
She shouldn't
Yeah,
have said anything.
but that wasn't
But
the person I had um even dealt with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was just fucked up.
yeah, I don't think she should have told, even if it was true.
Yeah, because after that, that was like the beginning of the downfall of my marriage.
Hmm.
You know, because now he's staying out and he's not coming home. Ain't shit to do out this motherfucker after 11 o'clock. Okay, where you at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, sir?
You're
Doing something.
cheating, and you don't want to be clocked about it.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the ultimate betrayal for me. There was another cousin too, girl. So that's why friendships to me is so different because all the women that I held close and valued close betrayed me. Even when your first good relations, I believe, should start in your home. Your sister and your brother. So when betrayal even starts from young in the home, yeah. I've had many betrayals by women that were my friend and family. And I held those relationships close.
So did you guys rekindle?
I wouldn't say rekindle because those relationships would never be the same for me.
But did you get an
ever.
understanding?
We spoke about it, you know. I'm not gonna, in the place that I am now in my life, like back then I didn't talk about a lot of stuff. I held a lot of shit in because I was always didn't want to hurt people's feelings. I didn't like arguing. I still don't like arguing. But I had got to a point where I was like, I have to say something because I'm not sure if this person is aware of the damage that was done. Because you destroy families with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so have you had someone betray you to a point where, you know,
There's not coming back.
yeah, there's no coming back from that?
Mine's is not as crazy as yours, but I had a friend in high school. Together. She was always there, I should
Okay.
say. So high school, she was gonna go to college. I was gonna go to the military. Turns out one day, I had to go see my recruiter.
Excuse
She
me.
came with me, and she's like, "I'm gonna join." I'm like, "Girl, don't say that. Like, if you're gonna join,
Okay.
join for real." So she ended up joining the military with me. Like, we were tight. Like, basic training together. You go to your first duty station together. We went to basic, graduated. We went to our first duty station. We still had a decent relationship. It was still good. We would hang out. In basic, I met this guy, and he ended up being my friend.
Okay.
And me and him used to hang out all the time. And the first time she got drunk, it was like, "Oh, me, you, and him should have a sleepover." So I'm like, "I'm good." Like, I just thought it was weird. Like, I don't sleep over with my guy friends. Like, you
Okay.
know. So, she went to her room and he was there, and she said she was fine with him staying, and because I made sure I wasn't just gonna leave her with him,
Okay.
and she stayed. And the next day, she came to me like she's like, "Oh, he touched me, made me feel uncomfortable, whatever, whatever." So me and him was friends. I was friends with her first.
Yeah.
So I think I texted him or called him like, "What's up with you?" Like, like I
Yeah.
pressed him about the situation. She like, "Why would you do that?" So apparently he went up to her like, "Oh, what is she talking about?" And she's like, "I don't know." You don't know? I just offended you, and you don't know. So me and him stopped being friends altogether because of that situation. And I really should have done the friendship there, but I
Okay.
didn't.
So was it true?
It was not true.
Okay. So she lied.
She lied. So later on, we went to
So did you rekindle the friendship
with
with
him.
your guy friend?
Yes, we still friends to this day.
Okay.
Me and her are not friends.
Okay.
She later on, I remember we went to a training in Cali or whatever, and like at the time, she has never been with anyone.
Okay.
Went to Cali. We came back, and I remember I was sitting in my kitchen. She kept saying, like, as the days went on, like, "Oh, I feel like I'm the reason why you and him are not friends no more." Yada yada yada. Like she kept bringing it up. When we were in Cali, when she first did whatever she did with the guy, she was like, said he was a different race than what he was. So she was trying to throw me off because she knew she was dead wrong.
Wait.
Listen,
So okay.
Linda.
Okay.
So this day in my kitchen, she's like, "Oh, don't be mad at me. The guy was actually him."
Him who?
The friend, my friend.
So she slept with him.
So
So
they
she
didn't sleep
gave.
together, but they did whatever they did. I guess
She
she
didn't lose her
felt
virginity
jealous.
to him.
No, but other stuff you could
They
do.
fondling
Yeah. I
and
think overall, she felt jealous of the friendship that me and him had. So she tried to make a wedge between it so she could fit in.
so she tried to fit herself in and up one you by being sexual.
I guess so, but I wasn't looking at him like that, so I didn't want to be
So do you
sexual
think
anyway.
she probably was looking at it like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times with guys and girl friendships, somebody's always gonna say something. They're not gonna think, "Oh, you got best friends," or "You're
Oh
not gonna,"
yeah.
it's always gonna be something
Yeah,
being
you
said.
sleeping with him or
Exactly.
something.
So that wasn't. I didn't end the friendship there. I was very upset, but I did
You
not
was
end the friend.
upset because she was doing things with him?
No, I was upset because I'm like, if he did this to you,
So called did that to you.
and now you fondling with each other, he didn't make you feel uncomfortable. How he make you feel uncomfortable? Now you fondling with this man. You're lying. She never said she lied, but she cried and made a whole scene like, "Oh, she also hurt. I should be also hurt, you liar."
Yeah, because you ended a friendship. Did you value your friendship? Well,
Exactly.
clearly, because you're still
Yeah.
friends. So she caused you to end a friendship with someone, nothing because she lied, and then she turned around and dealt with the dude in some type of way.
Exactly. We remain friends or whatever. But like in the military, I feel like in the military, everybody like on the weekends, everything, everybody gonna link up. Like we all gonna be in the same function, whatever. So I remember we went to one of my other friends' house, and she came, and he ended up being there. And we sitting on the wall and we laughing, like we catching up for real. Like we haven't talked in mad long, so we catching up. But I could see her evil eyeing me from across the room, like I did something to her.
Well, you talking
So
to her,
eventually,
her
he
boo
wasn't even
thing.
talking. He didn't mess with her after that. After they fondled,
Oh, he was no longer interested in
he
what they
said
were.
he just it's been a long time now.
Oh, so
Guess.
he just did it.
I guess.
But she was nothing. He'd be
He
interested in
exactly. It was nothing to
to
move
go
on.
back on.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember we sitting there talking, and she's staring me down like if looks could kill, I would have been dead.
But see, this girl almost lost her virginity over some stupid shit.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. So at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head home. I'll catch y'all later. Because I already saw you feel away. That's on you. That's personal. So I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation. So then I remember another time we was all chilling at my house. At this point, she lived with me. She moved in with me.
Okay.
And that leads up to how me and her stopped being
Okay.
friends altogether. So this one time he came over, and we was all in her room on a beanbag, me and him just laughing, because that's just us together. Like we just laugh and we just have a good time. And she did it again. And she's like, "What y'all over there laughing about?" She was very like, "What you doing? Like, why are you talking to him?" Like, stop talking to him. She wanted me to stop talking to him. No.
Okay, but he was your friend before he even
He
had
was her
any
friend.
kind of dealings with her.
Exactly.
So you supposed to unfriend him again for her?
Right.
You lied.
So I'm gonna stop being friends with him for the sake of you?
Yeah, like
No.
you lied. You're still friends with him now,
Yes, me and we're
and
still
you and her are
friends,
no
and we are
longer
no longer
friends.
friends. Me and her fell out. After we went overseas and came back, she said she wanted to be my roommate. I did have an extra room. I was cool with it. But you never know a person until they move in with you. For
That
real.
is true. That's true.
Yeah. So she
Maybe I
moved
shouldn't
in.
have moved in with my cousin.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
Once you move in, it's just a whole different dynamic. Where I could say I went wrong in this relationship, this friendship, I never said no. So
Okay.
when you don't tell people no,
Oh,
they
it's
feel entitled.
entitled.
Yes. So I never told this girl no. Then I always took her where she needed to go because I had a car. She didn't have a car, you know. And it could be 2 in the morning.
Okay, that's a real good friend. Cause if I'm
Exactly.
asleep and
So
you gotta go
even
somewhere at 2 in the
like
morning,
she'll have people over. They'll smoke whatever case is. They'll leave, and then she called me to give her a ride. What happened to your friends? You know. And I'm gonna just backtrack a little bit. So when we were overseas, it was one time she came to me and she was crying because nobody wanted to be her friend. Right? So boom.
red flag.
All right. So boom. Moved in with me, and everybody wants to be her friend because before
Okay.
she stayed on base. On base, you have more restrictions. Moved in with me, everybody wanted to be her friend. Everybody.
She was a fun girl now.
Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. My story getting a little long, but she finally gets her car, and she texts me one day, and she's like, "Hey, Bree, can you cover 3 months worth of my rent?" So, and I
Three,
laugh.
wait, 3 months. Okay,
And
y'all
I
both
laugh
have
at
the
it. Listen,
same.
I laugh at it now because it's just funny. So maybe and me, I'm like, hey, because I knew she just got her car. So I'm like, hey, did you not budget right? Like, what would you need me to cover 3 months of your rent for? So she's like, oh no, I just want to save.
Girl, bye. You about to be homeless saving. You about to be sleeping in that car.
Exactly.
The save, bitch. I don't want to save.
Exactly. So I told her, I said, I feel like you're very inconsiderate and you're being very selfish because why would I want to save? Like, you're supposed to save and I'm supposed to be broke.
Yeah.
So then This broad turns around and tells me the friend said if they was you, they would do it. So tell your friends.
Yeah, why
Tell your
they
other
give it to you?
friends.
Get 3 friends to give you 1 month each if they would do it. What you talking about? You must have had money, girl.
This one.
You must have had some money.
Don't worry, I ain't had no money. I ain't had no money.
You must have had some coins.
So she's like, my other friends said they would have did it. So after that, like, and I call her my best friend. Like, we call each other best friend. So after that, like, my birthday came around, and we was always like, the first person to tell you happy birthday, make post you, whatever the case is. This girl texted me later in the afternoon, like HBD, after the situation, because I told her no, I wasn't giving her 3 months worth of rent. That's bizarre. Like, something's wrong with you if you think I'm gonna do that. So, and if she had a good reason, maybe I would have. But
now I want to say, girl, bye.
Then her other friend, her new friends, they her birthday came up and she posted her cake, went all out balloons and okay.
Oh, so she did this for the other friend.
Exactly.
And she just hit you up with the HBD, the 3 letters.
So I think eventually we had a conversation. I was like, "You're no friend to me." And I told her, I said, I don't want to be a friend no more. Like we're good. Like we live in, mind you, we live in the
Okay,
same
so
place.
what made it be the point of no return for you? What action did she display at this
I
point?
think all of it. I think
They
all
just
of it just
all
started.
accumulated.
Exactly. I think they all just because I'm really looking at your actions. Like you're mad at me because I don't give you 3 months worth of rent. Then you lie. It was just too much adding up now. It was just too much. So I remember before the 3 months worth of rent, we went on a vacation and I told her, I said, these people are not your friends. Watch when you get out the military, they're not gonna check for you. They're not gonna care what you're doing. Right?
Okay.
She got so upset with me. I was so wrong for saying what I said, but it was the truth. I knew you when you had nothing. I knew you when you was wearing the same pair of shoes every day. Like I knew you when you was at the bottom.
So her military money made her a little more fly.
No, one of my friends.
So you said one pair of shoes. How many more shoes did
She
she
ended up
buying stuff?
yes. So it was funny because one of my friends said once you put makeup on people, then they start.
Oh, so did you do her makeup?
Yes, and I was
Okay.
teaching her how to do her makeup. So now she thought
Her
she was that,
confidence.
you know. So she started changing on me.
That goes with appreciation. Like appreciate that I helped you look pretty. Like I
And
taught you
everybody call her
something.
ugly. Everybody,
Yeah, so
I
you
used to always
gotta appreciate.
defend her, and
Cause I'm helping you, girlfriend. I'm helping you look good. I'm helping you be a better version of you. Like if I look good and I'm doing my makeup good, and then I do your makeup good too. Now you brand new.
yes,
Let me wipe that
exactly.
shit off. Let me
So
see if you can
yeah,
fix it.
after that we did not have a good relationship. Like, and she used to irk my soul because, for one, just because you and me beefing, when somebody walk in my house, they better speak, because I'll be wrong to kick everybody out. I don't care if you don't like me or whatever the case is. When your friends walk into my house, they don't walk past me, because this is mine, just where I'm paying bills at.
Respect.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just making me boil to the point where I'm like, I can't even say nothing to the girl. She gotta get out. Because now she got 15 people at my house gathering. I don't even have all them people at my house.
That's when stuff come up missing.
Exactly. And then she'll
stealing
leave
shit.
and people will still be in my house. What are you doing? So me and her had issues with that. Then one day I go home and I was in a relationship, so I didn't stay home. So she really had the crib to herself.
Okay.
So one day I came home and it was bottles lined up all over my counters. So it was a party.
Alcohol bottles.
She ain't, you know. So I texted like, yo, you had a party, or whatever the case is. She like, yeah. I said, you didn't think you would say, like, you didn't want to say nothing about it prior to you throwing a party? She was like, I thought you would say no. I said, so you said F me. She said, yeah, I said F you. I went in her room and I had a conversation with her. I said, this is my last straw. And next time I will help you pack your stuff and you will get out. And I do not care. So if I got to say anything else, you're gone. And she apologized, whatever the case is. And I'm pretty sure I cussed out more than that. But that was the, because at that point I was just fed up. Like,
okay, so now Long story short, what was the straw that broke the camel back? The one that said, now you really got to go because you don't want her now.
It
So she
was
clearly did something
it was
else
just
after that.
stuff. Like she would have people sending a mail to my house. It's not a post office. I remember I had some girl panties on my bed. I'm like, who panties is this? Oh, I thought it was yours. Maybe it was such and such. They came and did laundry. These people live on base. They have a laundry in their room. Why are they coming to my house washing
And in
they
your room
clothes?
at
And
all,
exactly.
on your
She
bed.
leaves the house. She leave the house, leaving people in my crib. Like, what are you doing? So it was just a lot of stuff. And then she just became disrespectful with it to the point where I want to put my hands on you. And
Okay.
it takes me a lot to get there with somebody. So if I cherish you and I care about you and I want to put my hands on you,
It's time
you
to
gotta
go.
go.
It's time to go.
Exactly. So that just, but it's so funny because once I posted that I was pregnant, um, mind you, I didn't have her on social media. Like she deleted me on social media. Like she was the one mad. Like I should be mad. But once I got pregnant, I posted my video, whatever, and she commented. It was like congratulations. And then I received a friend request on Instagram. And then at that time I made my page private. I kept her on my friend request and she eventually took her friend request away.
Okay.
But there's no coming back from all that. Like you just
Yeah,
did too
it's
much.
too much. It's too much. You can't even fix that at this point. She would have to grow all the way up.
Yeah, and it was so funny because her mom came to me one time and said, "Thank you. You really helped my daughter,
Okay,
and
so
you
you
was a
probably
good
helped
friend."
her turn into a better person. Because I strongly believe that a lot of times when you tell somebody about themselves, sometimes people are not aware. They don't even know that they fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I've learned is that once you have conversations with people and you can communicate with them, a lot of times they will get it. Not all the
Listen,
time.
I don't know about a lot of times. Some of the
So,
time,
yeah, it depends on the person,
and how
but
understanding they are willing
and
to
a
be.
lot of times you have to remove yourself from it because once you're still there and you're being a person's friend, no matter what you're saying, they don't get it because they'll still have those same behaviors and they'll still mistreat you. That's why I always used to tell y'all actions speak louder than words. And part of my actions, I'll remove myself real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not speaking to you over and over again.
About
I'll
the
just
same
remove
thing, like
myself because you're going to miss me. Because when I give to people, I give and I'm good and I'm genuine with it, you know? So whenever I'm out of somebody's life, I know I'm missed. There's only one of me.
mm,
And I'm the best that I can be right now. I wasn't always who I am, but yeah, you have to communicate.
yeah. And then like even with that friendship, I won't say she was a terrible friend at first. Like we had good times. We was friends for years.
She's gonna have to go through a lot.
But
She's gonna
once
she's
those
gonna have to go
behaviors
through a lot.
started creeping out, and it was just too
But
much for
she never
me.
had friends, so she didn't even really know what a
How to be a friend?
friendship, yeah, how what it looked like. Cause nobody wanted to be her friend, or did nobody want to be a friend because she was just grimy?
Bro, I don't think it was that.
Was she weird? Cause you always kind of picked up. You always kind of
I guess I
you
don't
you
know.
would like to be the friends to the people that never had friends. Oh, you look sad. Let me be a
And they be
friend.
loyal. They be
All of
loyal.
them.
They be loyal. Except that one.
Okay, so you still have good friendships with all the little ones that you picked up along the years that you thought was
But
friendless and lonely.
baby, we cool. I guess we been friends. I just if you don't got no friends or you by yourself, you eat by yourself, I'm gonna come talk to you.
Well, that's
That was just
nice.
me. I don't want people to feel alone or feel sad. 'Cause you never know how a person is feeling deep down.
And that's really nice of you.
Yeah, and if our friendship prospered into more being a friend, then it prospered into that. But
But I always felt like you kind of have a way of feeling what people feel. So did you feel like they sadness or something?
maybe I don't know. I don't want nobody to ever feel alone or feel like oh everybody else got people to eat with and got somebody to talk to and I'm sitting here alone eating. What it like? Your mind just wanders. Like if you sitting there
Well,
alone, or so
that's good
I was
because
the,
you
always the
can.
person that, hey, what's your name, or
Okay.
you know,
Well, I was always the shy one.
I mean, I'm
I
shy,
didn't
but
really, I didn't really
I'm
talk too much.
also, I guess I just know when to talk to somebody.
Yeah, I'm still kind of shy. I've come out of it a lot, you know.
All right, my next question: do you feel if a person has little to no friends is bad, or when they have a lot of friends?
I don't know, because there's some people that just, have a lot of friends. Like what I had to learn, like my definition of a friend is not what everybody else feels a friend is. Like my ideal friend would be my whole list, in one person. But I know that's not how it really is. So a lot of times you got to find those different qualities in a lot of different people. So sometimes people just have a lot of friends because their personality. And a friend, someone I look at as a friend is almost like family
Hmm.
to me. I'm a value like you, my family.
But
But
still, I
then,
feel like people, a
but
lot of
some,
people
what I
misuse
had,
it loosely. Like,
yeah, yeah, friend can be like that. Oh, that's my friend, and it's like someone I would call an associate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I just talk to here and there, hey girl,
hi, bye.
But for
How are
some
you?
people, all their associates are their friends. So then
Hmm.
they have a lot of friends. Then there's some people that value friendships like family, so they have less friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I like the way you put that. Yes, most definitely. Question is, do you feel someone can be a friend to you and a friend to someone who does not like you?
I'm laughing because this taking me back down memory lane, girlfriend. I had someone, well, my cousin-in-law. Of course, I looked at him as a friend, and to this day, we still talk about it and laugh about it. But when me and your father separated, he was the friend to the person that he was new in a relationship with, and we were young, but the thing for me was he was relaying too many things back to me that was hurtful. But I know he was just looking out for me, and he wasn't doing it to be malicious or anything like that. But the space that I was in that time, it was too hurtful. It was too hurtful for me to keep hearing it. So I cut him off. Like I couldn't deal with it no more.
So, do you feel like
That
that could be a friend?
no,
I don't either.
no,
I agree.
because if you my friend, I want to be open with you. I don't want to have to not share things that I want to share with you
Because your
and
friend
feel like you're
is gonna go to
gonna
the next
go to the
person.
next person
Yeah.
with it.
I personally feel like I can't, because when a person don't like you, they always gonna bring you up. There is something. So when that person is talking about me, what are you saying?
And again, I look at, because we've been binge watching Sisters, right? So then you have Andy, who's friends with Fatima and Karen. And she's a good friend to both without betraying either one
But
of
she's
them.
also being put in the middle,
She is.
and I don't.
That,
I
yeah,
don't want
I
none of
wouldn't want to
that.
put nobody in the middle. Genuinely doesn't like me and you're my friend. How can you be friends with somebody that don't like me? But I guess maybe the person don't talk to them about you or look, I try to look at
Well,
I'm always trying to look at things from different angles,
and
okay?
that's
So
okay.
I try to understand and I don't want to just be like, oh no, F that. But for me, I would say I pass.
You still trying to make it fit?
Yeah.
F that. You
No,
said it.
because I do. I do try to look at things all different angles. But for me,
No,
I'm good.
and that's
Cause
okay.
you can't be
You
my
can't be
friend.
friends with everybody. It's all right.
Yeah, you can't be my friend if you keep keying it up with the ops.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. Because if we about to fight, what are you gonna do?
Break it up or walk away. Or it
Or
takes
jump
or
in? Whose
jump
side
in.
you gonna
Like
jump
whose
in on?
side you
Now it's
jumping
too
in
much. It's
on?
too much. It's too much. It's too much.
But
It's
should
too much.
nobody be out here fighting
No,
anyway.
at all. Not at
We
all. We
too
too old.
grown.
We too old. Fight when you need to. We got too much to lose these days. But that concludes all my questions.
Well, girl, we done talked about a lot, so I don't have any questions.
Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in today.
Thank you once again.
And don't forget to